Hey everyone, welcome to Sanketik live classes. Today, in this class, uh, you are going to learn about Linux. What is Linux? Okay. Who can learn this Linux course? What is the eligibility criteria for this Linux course? Okay. And what are the jobs we are having on Linux? And who should learn this Linux? Okay, and why we need to learn Linux? Okay, by the end of this class you are going to know about all this. Okay, who is eligible for this course and what is Linux, why should we learn Linux, what are the advantages of Linux. Okay, so what are the job opportunities we are having on Linux. Okay, you are going to learn all these. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start our today's session. So here first we are going to learn about Linux, right? Linux or Unix. So okay, so uh, who are eligible? This course is designed for whom? Okay, who are eligible for this course? Okay, first of all, this course is designed for whom you can who are coming from IT background, who are coming from non-IT background. Okay, who don't know about coding? Everyone can learn this course. Okay, so this course is designed for both IT students or employees, IT students or employees, and also non-IT. Okay, IT and non-IT students are employees. Okay, here I'm going to uh, present this line in this second row, a second column. Okay, so uh, so why I'm telling this IT and non-IT students is to learn this course, we don't need any prerequisite. Okay, we don't need any prerequisites for this course. Oh, everyone can easily learn. Okay, and non-IT backgrounds who are coming from non-IT backgrounds are whether it will from degree or any background can also learn. And also I'm also mentioned that IT employees also, why if they are working already in IT, why they need to learn about this Linux. Okay, why they need to learn about this Linux is because some of them are working on Windows operating system, Windows OS. Okay, but in upcoming future, most of the Windows operating systems are migrated into Linux only, because nowadays security is important concern. Security is an important concern. So when compared to Windows, Linux is very secure. So here I'm going to specify here. I'm going to show you which OS is more secure. Is more secure. So see here, generally Linux is often considered more secure than Windows. That's why who are working on Windows or Mac OS also, they have to migrate to Linux only because of some security, because of its security. Okay, and do you know Mac OS is also designed? What's the basic? It's hard to say that that keeps you more secure than others. So Mac OS is also designed by with the help of Linux only. Okay, and so see here, just assume Mac Mac OS also uses Linux only sometimes. Okay, see, so here Mac OS is a Unix based operating system developed by Apple. Can you are you understand what is the importance of Linux? But the people who are using Mac, they thought themselves that Mac OS is a better OS, but and because Mac OS is very costlier, that is right. So actually, people will think that which is more costlier, then they thought that that is very powerful. But here the thing is, Mac OS is costly. Linux is free version. Okay, Linux is very free. But that Mac OS is also developed from which OS? Unix. Unix or Linux. You can call Unix or Linux. There is a small difference between Unix or Linux only. So uh, and Unix is also a one of the flavor of Linux. Unix is also a flavor of Linux. That's why they named like that. Okay, Unix or Linux. Okay, that is the importance of Linux. Okay, so here before proceeding into today's session, furthermore, just I want to show you the syllabus of our course content. Syllabus of our course content. Okay, so Unix or Linux course content. So first, we are going to learn about history of operating system, history of Unix, history of Linux, difference between Windows and Linux. I already told one difference. What is that? It is a secure than Windows. It is, wait for a minute. Okay, yeah, it is why we are using Linux. It's because of its security. I already told one difference. Remaining differences we are going to learn. Okay, types of operating system. I had already shown that Windows. We know that Windows already, and I had told about Mac OS also. Okay, and architecture of Unix. Actually, today is the first session. That's why I'm telling each and everything as briefly only, but in our upcoming session I am going to teach you in-depth subject. Okay, and installation of Linux, managing of the file through Linux, command line. So there are a lot of syllabus is there. Okay, so we are going to learn all these in our upcoming sessions. Okay, next, uh, uh, so why we went for that? Because of IT employees. IT employees who are working on Windows also, they have to migrate in our upcoming years. Okay, so and who are employees who are working on Linux also eligible for this Linux course. What I am telling, who are already working on Linux also, they need to learn this course. Why I tell that they're already working on Linux. Why they need to know about Linux? Because who are working on Linux or Unix operating system, they are working on some kind of tasks only. They don't need to learn about in depth about Linux or Unix operating. system. They were working on some kind of tasks. Okay, they are not working on all type of tasks which are depend on Linux. They are only doing tasks on some kind of tasks on Linux. Okay, so when you are going to attend an interview, they will ask that to questions that to any different kinds of questions they may ask, depends on um, it depends upon your skills. And if you mention Linux, they will ask different kinds of questions. They know they don't rely on only some kind of topics or some kind of task which we are going to work on daily basis, because interviewer wants to know your knowledge, that and they have to know, they want to know that whether you are aware of all kind of tasks or not. Of course they don't need advanced knowledge, they don't need any everything to be know, because uh, no one can know everything. Okay, but you at least you have some basics regarding some topics. Okay, at least you have some basics, then only you can survive. Okay, if you know only particular some kind of task, then they won't hire you. We have to thoroughly knowledge about some all some are some all type of tasks. Okay, then only they can hire you. So in order to attend all type of questions, in order to know about Linux, then you need to know about this course. Okay, and here who are working on who are working on Linux already, so they need to learn more about this Linux. Okay, so if you want to attend an interview and if you want to move further in your job, okay, then you need to thoroughly know about Linux, and it is a recap of your knowledge. It will brush up your skills. Who are working on IT or the two on Linux, they can brush up their skills by joining this course. Okay, if you learn everything, but you are not working for few years or few days on all this, is it possible to remember all the topics what we have learned? No, because if you learn and if you are working on daily on that type of task, what we have learned, then only uh, you can remember. But if you learn everything uh, before few years back, but you have to work on after few years, then it's difficult to remember all the things. Okay, so you need to brush up your skills before proceeding into further. Okay, next. And is it Linux is only enough for getting a job? Of course, you can get some kind of jobs on Linux, like Linux administration and all, but you need to learn some other language also. Okay, then only you can survive in this competitive world. Okay, it's better to, if you are know about thoroughly about, or if you want if you know Linux in advanced level, then it's okay. But if you learn some basics of Linux, then it is not enough to get a job. So you need to get some other language also. Okay, first of all we have to know about what are the job opportunities we are having on Linux. Okay, so here I had opened naukri.com, and in naukri.com I am searching for Linux jobs. Okay, so see here what are the job opportunity we are having Linux, it will going to show. So here, first of all, senior Linux administrator, posted 1 day ago. Okay, Linux system administrator, Linux admin. Okay, total how many jobs we are having? 25,000 and 80 jobs present. Okay, so here we are having lot of jobs on Linux. Okay, lot of jobs on Linux. So if you learn, only thing you have to do is you have to learn more, you have to concentrate on more on class. then you are able to get the job on Linux. These are the jobs which we are having on Linux. But and so he see here, uh see here, they are also asking that to not only rely on Linux, they are also asking that to MySQL also, MySQL also. Some of them are asked Linux plus any other skill, Linux plus Python, Linux plus or SQL. Performance tuning, it is also depends upon SQL only. uh, some of them ask, I will show you, just wait for a second. So here, linux plus linux plus python, linux plus python, uh, remaining jobs what we have. So here, linux plus java, linux plus global, linux plus tandem, Linux plus AWS, Linux plus Unix, okay, Snowflake. So if you learn any two skills thoroughly, then it is better, okay. But if you only rely on only one skill, it may difficult. If you only rely on your one skill, then you need to learn about that skill in advanced level, not a basic level. Because when you are going for an interview, if you want to attend an interview and some more one more person or few more persons are came to for the same interview, so at the time you only know about only Unix, okay, but they also know about Unix or Linux and SQL or Python. So the who should they hire? Obviously they hire some other person because they are having multiple skills, you are having only one skill, that too basic level. But if you are having one skill, that too advanced level, they can surely hire you. But you are having but in starting days you are having only basic knowledge only. By the end of this class you are able to attend for 2 to 3 years of experience, okay. You can do jobs, jobs as a person of who are having 2 to 3 years of experience, okay. But you need to learn some more, okay. You have to concentrate more on this class, okay. These are the job opportunities we are having on Linux, okay. So, and one more thing that my best approach is to get a job in by using Linux is you have to learn Unix plus Linux or Unix plus any scripting language. So here I'm going to mention Linux plus uh, any scripting language, Python, or Java, or Perl, or SQL, okay, like that. My best suggestion is to learn any scripting language with the Linux, okay. It may will help you. Oh, and here first I had mentioned only Python, okay, Linux plus Python. Why I had mentioned Python is here, see here. So here, easier, less coding programming language, okay. Which one? Python for beginners or those who seeking a less complex coding. Less complex means easy thing, okay. Coding experience language like Python is the best language for and easiest language for learning, okay. After that JavaScript, HTML, CSS, but most of the jobs on only Python, okay. So he see here, uh, so here top 10 programming language also first one is Python only, because we are having more jobs on Python, that's why I had mentioned here, sorry. uh, See here, Python, okay, Linux plus Python. And here, but the Linux has some more advantage other than this Python. What is that? Wait for a second. So here, Python scripting versus Linux scripting. Okay, wait for a second. So here we each shell script is a part of Linux only. We can do shell script by using Linux only. So each shell script faster than Python script. Yes, Bash scripts are directly executed by the shell, which makes them faster than Python. That is the only advantage of main advantage of Linux. Okay, when compared to Python, Python is easy, but for a faster execution, we have to use Linux only. So bash scripting means or shell scripting means Linux only. Okay. See here, I want to specify that also because you don't know about this one, right? See, shell scripting in Unix. So shell scripting is also nothing but an it is used Linux only. Okay, if you are writing the programs in Linux, that comes under in shell scripting only. Okay. Next, and Java. Java is also the best language, but it is somewhat complex than Python. Okay, and you can learn a Java or Perl or SQL. But SQL is an query language, not a programming. PLSQL is a programming language, but SQL, PLSQL, these are comes under an query languages. Is to manage the databases. Okay, is to manage databases, but SQL is compulsory. Okay, SQL is compulsory. Of course, if you are not using now also you have to use as a software engineer, you must and should learn about SQL. It will it is mandatory, but SQL is somewhat easy query language, so no one has to mention like that. Okay, so if you learn SQL, that is beneficial for you. Okay, you can learn Linux plus Python or Linux plus SQL, but best choice is Linux plus Python. Then if you learn SQL also, that is also added an advantage. Okay, next, why you have to choose Linux when compared to other programming languages or other OSs? Linux is not a programming language, so you can it is an OS like a Windows. Okay, but what are the advantages of this Linux? Before proceeding or before knowing about this advantage of Linux, then first we need to learn about what is an Linux or Unix. Okay, we need to learn about or what is Linux or Unix. So what is Linux or Unix? First of all, Linux is an OS. Okay, Linux is an OS. What is an OS? So OS stands for operating system. See here, it is an operating system. Stands for R. It stands for operating system. Okay. Next. Next thing is okay. We know about what is OS. It is an operating system. So uh, what is the main task of this OS? What is the main task of this OS? So it is an interface between user and computer hardware. It is an interface between user. Is an interface between user and computer hardware. Okay. Next. So what is an interface between user and computer? What is meant by hardware? Hardware means what are the computer hardware? Basically, we are having CPU, mouse, keyboard, motherboard. Okay, these all are comes under in uh, hardware only. Just give me a minute. 1 second. Yeah. So next. Hmm. So it is an and next thing it is an translator between user and a computer hardware. So if you just assume that I will tell you a real time example. If you know English very well, okay, if you know English very well, now you had gone you have went to some other countries or other states, okay, then the people don't know the English, okay, and the people only know about some other French or foreign languages or Hindi, okay, then you need a if you want to say something, you know, much knowledge about Linux or something, one topic, but they don't know about the topic, then you want to convey the information to them, okay, then if you want to convey your whatever you know, whatever you want to convey the information, then you need a translator between you and that people, because the people don't know that English, okay, they only know about their regional language, okay, if you want to convey the information, then you need to tell about you need a one translator. So here the translator is an OS. So here also the voice will translate the uh, um, human language into computer language, okay, human language into computer language. Why? Because computer doesn't understand English, computer only understand binary languages, computer only understand binary languages, okay, binary means two digits, okay. I'm going to note down the point. It is a translator, translator between user and Computer hardware. Okay, it is a translator between user and computer hardware. Like that, you need a translator to convey your information. Like that, computer also need one voice to convey the information to convey the information between the user and the computer hardware. So in this software, we have to install some packages. What is this packages? Later you are going to learn about these packages, but may I will tell you the use of these packages. Now just assume that you bought a new Android phone. Okay, so in that Android phone you want some applications like Facebook or Twitter or WhatsApp, anything, or TikTok. Okay, so if you want to that kind of applications, there are some companies didn't give you this kind of applications by default. You need to install whatever the applications you want. You need to install. If you want to YouTube, you have to install the YouTube. Okay, so and if you want to use anything, I mean if you want to install any if you want to use any other applications, then you need to install that kind of applications. Like that, in packages also we can install the packages. Here you can assume that that apps as a packages. Okay, the tabs as a packages. YouTube package, TikTok package, Snapchat package, like that you can assume. For just for better understanding, you can assume like that. So if you want to any applications, then you need to install like that. If you want to any operations, any new operations, if you want to perform in the OS, then you need to install the packages like that. The way you are going to install the YouTube or Facebook or anything, like in the same way you have to install the packages here to work on whatever you want. Okay, so here we can install packages. We can install packages in operating system. Sorry, in operating system. Okay, now I just a few minutes earlier I told that the computer only understand the binary language, right? I told you about binary language. What is this binary language? Binary means two digits. Okay, binary means two digits. What is binary? The normal meaning of the binary is two. Okay, so the two digits are either 0 or 1, either 0 or 1. Okay, so here I am going to show you for practically. Mm, so here binary language is a system of representing information using only the digits 0 and 1. Okay, like that we used to represent. So here the example, if you understand why I'm telling you why I'm showing everything in online is because if you understand most of the people will easily understand by visually showing it. Okay, so here the digits 0 1 0 1 0 1, it is only consist of only zeros and ones. Okay, here also A binary code, B binary code. So if you, this is the best example. So here, if you want to give any input to the computer, then it will convert to this language. If you, for suppose, if you enter A, so it will convert that into this binary language. If you enter B, if you enter B, if you enter B, then it will automatically convert it into this binary code. Okay, whatever you are going to enter, it will automatically convert into binary language. And if you want anything, then it will convert that binary code into normal alphabets, and it will give you. So see here, actually we are having one web address here, but why we are mentioning the characters instead of numbers here is, we can easily read and remember the characters. But if you tell the any numbers, we, instead of writing this educational resource, write your name, instead of writing these all these, if I write 101010, this kind of digits, then you, are you able to remember, or are you able to call? No, because it is difficult to understand these numbers, but it is easy to understand and read and remember these words. That's why computer converts these digits into human readable language like English or any other language. Okay, so for remembering, for understanding purpose only, it is going to convert. Okay, but it understand only these kind of digits. Okay, zeros, ones, zeros, ones. Okay, next, I think this is the enough for basic introduction. Okay, in upcoming classes we are going to learn about all. Okay, uh, if you have any doubts regarding this session, and if you want to enroll for this course, then please follow the links which I have provided in the description of this video. Okay, and yeah, and if you found this class is helpful for you, smash that like button, and want to stay updated with our latest content, hit subscribe. And got any questions or doubts, drop them in the comments. We are here to help. And know someone who is struggling to kickstart their career in IT, share this video and make a difference. Okay, uh, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. See you in the next class.